How's it going, guys? So we got some more cover crops to drill this week. I'm gonna use the 7220 for that, but I wanted to show you something that we just got put in this thing. So we got auto steer set up. So this is an easy steer. It links into our Easy Guide 500 that we already had in the tractor. So I gotta shout out my Uncle Bob. He's always telling me that we gotta try auto steer. This is a used setup, and my uncle actually works at the local Case dealership. They had this one come in. He called me a couple weeks ago. He said, hey, we'll come out and set it up for you. You can try it out, see if you like it. So I'll go ahead and fire the tractor up here. We'll go hook it up to the no-till drill. So I should just be able to throw it in gear and then sit back and let the tractor drive over and hook up to the implement. I think that's how it works. I can just click that back out of the way, and then I can use my steering wheel like normal. See if I can drive over the lawnmower on my way past. We still have a good bit of rye seed in here, so I don't need to fill it right now. I want to slow the rate down though. So before we were planting for spring harvest, we were planting about 3 bushels to the acre. Now we're going to run about 1 bushel to the acre for just for cover crop. And then we're going to kill this off in the spring. This is what spins and pushes the seed out. There's a chain going to the back wheel, and it ends up spinning this rod that goes the whole way across. So when you drop the rate, you can see it just slides over. I'll do my end rows first, and then we'll work it the long passes with the GPS. I'm running my first pass down the row now, making my AB line. So I gotta create one line, and then it'll have something to base it off of. Should be able to auto steer the rest then. So I got to the end of the field. Now I'll just hit B. So we should be set now. If I turn around, I'll be able to catch the next line. Lift this up. Just hit the auto steer button. I gotta have this thing. It's trying to steer me. I forgot to put it against the wheel. There we go. Now we're going. There it is. No hands. This field has a big curve in it, and it's supposed to account for the curve. I don't know, to me it looks like it's running a little bit off the line though. I wonder if I should change the width just a little bit. Now all I gotta do is just watch for rocks, and there's a rock right there. Slow down a little bit. Yeah, that's handy. So he was saying if we want to keep it, they'll have to get a different type of bracket. They make one that instead of attaching to this arm, it goes down inside and gets some more solid metal down there, because it kind of shakes around a little bit. So yeah, now I can just take a nap. I think we need to mess with the settings a little bit. I don't know if the drill is not quite centered. I come in this direction, it's overlapping one row, and then going the other direction, there seems to be about 1 row of space. I need to look at the settings a little bit and make some adjustments, I guess. Oh, here we go. So I can nudge it an inch a certain direction if I want to. So I gave it a nudge. Yeah, it looks like that did it. Well, that didn't permanently fix it. It started working its way back again. I guess that's just temporarily to push it over a little bit. I don't know if I would quite trust it to plant corn yet, but the nice thing is this job doesn't need to be perfect. It's just a cover crop. But I just ran out of seed. We'll put another ton of rye in here. So we gotta borrow the neighbor's forklift to load this drill. These big bags do have a funnel opening in the center of the bottom. Problem is we can't reach over far enough to fill the center of the drill with that center hole. So if I open this, I can fill this one up, but I can't get it over to this one. Got going again here. Now I'm drilling into this sorghum field that we chopped last week. The older steer is definitely nicer in this field. I can't see where I went the last pass very well. So this is what it wants to do the whole time. It leaves about 18 inches in between them two. Consistently. So after running it for a while, it seems to be working better now. That line's about right where it should be. 7 inches beside the next row, so it's good. It's soon time for me to mix feed for the cows. I'm gonna go get started at another field, and then my dad's gonna come take over. This thing's not all that much fun to take on the road. We usually think of this field as one of our less productive fields, but this year the corn looked really good in this one. We like to get some cover crop on this just to protect the soil.
Okay, then you just steer it. You don't have to worry about it. You can steer it anytime you want.
Yeah, you can.
Right there, it's all good. Not too much. Yeah, it's interesting.
I got Dad using some high-tech stuff now. Dad had gotten started with the feeding a little bit. I'm gonna take over now. Feeding the dry cows. I'm gonna go ahead and run the molasses in now. Some of you were asking why the molasses is so liquidy. I guess it might not technically be molasses. I don't really know the definition of molasses, but it's a sugar blend, and it's set up so that it's very flowable, pumpable. That's why it doesn't flow out like a thick syrup. It's more of a water-like substance. I need 240 pounds. So I can see my scale right there. Just gonna watch that until we go up to 1840, 1850, I guess. Stop at about 50 pounds early. Right there. So we're at 1840. So a touch more. Don't turn toasted beans on. It's definitely way easier having both switches right here. I don't gotta climb up that tower. Dad got back from doing that field. He said the GPS started running him farther offline. It was like a couple feet off where it should be. See if we can get that going tomorrow. All right, we'll see you guys.